Okay, this is Block 6, the Great Depression, Section 4, the 100 Days, section starting with the Public Works Administration, or the PWI. Public Works Administration is a recovery aspect of the 100 Days New Deal, and it's very simple. That the PWI seeks to improve the long-term prospects of the American economy by building hundreds of public works projects, numbering, costing, it says, $4 billion. 35,000 projects over the course of the New Deal. Some of them were very little. A park, in your local neighborhood would be a public works project. But some of the public works projects were massive. I mean, we are talking highways, dams, bridges, tunnels. What we see here is a dam being built in Oregon in 1936. What we have here is another dam. You can see these are the hydroelectric turbines that were built. These were jobs offered to anyone. It was a chance for unemployed men to get a job, to get paid a wage, and they would send them all around the country working on these projects. That the PWI itself was kind of centralized in Washington, and it just gave out oodles of money. And states, what would happen is a state would say, okay, we'd like to build a dam in this state, and this is its benefits, this is how much it's going to cost. The state can put up 10% of the money, and let's have the federal government put up 90% of the money. And the federal government would put up 90% of the money. That money would come from the Public Works Administration, from the PWA. Or excuse me, the PWI. No, Public Works Administration. It should be PWA. It says I on your sheet, but it's A. From the Public Works Administration. And that money would be used to build this infrastructure. Some of the most famous infrastructure in the country was PWA, Public Works money from the Great Depression, including, this is the George Washington Bridge, connecting New Jersey to New York, was built in the 1930s. And the person behind all of this was a guy by the name of, now, I screwed up on your sheet. His name is Harold, not Howard. It's Harold Ickes. This is Harold Ickes, was the head of the Public Works Administration, the PWA. He was Roosevelt's Secretary of the Interior. He was the one that controlled all, as we say, all of those fishnagels, all of that money. You had to convince him that your proposal for a public works was a good idea, and then all those billions of dollars, part of it would come to you, your state, your community, your town, your city, for a public works project.